up, Maha Gang? It's your girl, Maha the author, and you're listening to Sex Talk at 1 a.m., episode 6. You guys, tonight we're going to be talking about why women be faking orgasms. Yeah, you heard me right. It's a lot of women out here that are doing it. It's a lot of men out here that's doing it. So tonight, I have a treat for you guys. You're going to get the female point of view, and you're going to get the male point of view. So with me tonight, I have EJ joining me. EJ, are you?
How you doing today?
I'm fine, and we got some real juicy topics that we're gonna be tagging in on today. I'm gonna let EJ introduce himself, and we're gonna get started.
All right, what's going on, my game? Like I said, my name is EJ. My podcast that I actually do is called The Flip Side. We're on Anchor also, Google Podcasts, anywhere you can find this one at. I'm pretty sure we'll be at too. So check us out. Me and my friend Jeff Johnson. We do a lot of the same type of conversations with just the male version. So you get to hear the male perspective on some of these things that you hear with sex talk here, but we also do political and sports and other stuff. But went to school with Maha, and we done linked back up, and love to see what she got.
All right. So for starters, basically, as you can read in the description bar, we're gonna be mainly talking about why do women fake orgasms. So among other things, we're gonna be getting into different types of orgasm and that sort of thing. So EJ, have you ever had a woman fake an orgasm on you?
Pretty sure I have. Pretty sure. Quick story. Used to be in real good shape, and used to run around, do miles and stuff for the Slim Raider team and stuff that we used to do back in the day. So when we was younger, had all this pent up energy, but didn't really know what I was doing. So to me, it was go as long as possible, bang as hard as possible. So I believe that, in my personal opinion, how I grew up and what I was taught was to do that. Go as long as possible and just bang it as hard as you can, and voila, you've done your job. Obviously, I was wrong. So I know that there have been some people during, especially early on in that time frame, from 16 to, you know, early 20s, that probably have faked it. So I'm not gonna be one of those that's like, nah, man, I got 100% ratio, man. I'm batting 100. Nah, not even close. So
Right.
just knowing what I know now versus what I knew then, yeah, I know there's some that fake some orgasms, and
Okay, so I mean, yeah, me being a woman myself, I know for a fact over 50% of women do fake orgasms, and it's a lot of different reasons why. You know what I'm saying? So one of the ones, I would say this: some men, like you said, when you was younger, you felt like you had to go as long as you could, you had to go as hard as you could, and that sort of thing. That's all well and dandy, but on a woman, it's not the same thing. Majority of the women, some of them have high sex drives and they want to go as long as you too. But when they go as long as you, they can have 1 to 5 different orgasms if they want, per se. Versus a man sometimes only can give you that one. And one, maybe two pushing it if you go in the second round or that sort of thing, but only that one. So when you think about it, it's different reasons why that we're finna tackle why a woman will fake an orgasm. And you just let me know if you think that is so.
I'm with you 100%.
Okay.
So it's this conversation with any dudes that's here, man. I'm gonna let you know you're gonna have to check your ego at the door. So if you can't
Right.
do that, get out of here, because
Right.
it's gonna be things that you're going to hear that is not what you was taught maybe when you was younger. I know your daddy was with your mama and they had a great relationship, but daddy might not have known what he was doing all together. You know what
Right.
I mean? Or your homeboy that was a little older than you didn't know. And that's what I preach on
Right.
the podcast. Like, look, man, it's a lot of draconian things that we have been taught that you have to change your mindset in order to be a better person. And in this case, to be a better lover.
Right, and that's correct. And like you said, well, I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there. This is 18 and older podcast. So if you're not comfortable hearing about sex, if you're not comfortable hearing about anybody nutting and anybody, please click off this podcast. It is not for you. Let me put that disclaimer on here. But
Because we about to go in.
Exactly. So I would say the first thing and the most important thing I think is when it comes to faking orgasm is communication.
Oh Lord have mercy. We on the same page, girl. That's number one written right here. Number one, communication. See,
Yes,
this gonna
yes,
go
yes.
ahead. Get off.
Communication. And from a woman point of view now, like you said, you was one of those guys that want to go as long as you want to go, want to do this, but the woman that you were with or the girl that you were with, y'all wasn't on the same page.
At
You know what I'm
all.
saying? Maybe she wanted to, get this quickie in less than 5 minutes, and you want to give her an hour. So all she gonna do is what? Fake an orgasm.
To
And
get you to get the hell up off of her.
yes, to get it all done and finished. Cause so communication is like number one key, because if you can't communicate with your partner, you can't communicate someone you messing with, someone, I don't care if it's a damn sugar daddy, I don't care if it's, this dude you just mess with from around the corner, around the way or whatever. If you're a woman, you need to protect your little twat. So you need to be prepared to let these men know, what it is and what it's not, because obviously, like EJ said, somebody told them wrong. Somebody told them wrong, but we don't get into it. Another reason why I think female fake orgasm is because they like the person that they're with so much. You know what I'm saying? So they like,
Pleasing of the ego.
right, right. Please know the ego. They like them so much that they don't want to hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying? They could be with somebody that have a short dick, or something like that. And they love them or they in love with them, but their sex game is whack. But they're not gonna hurt their feelings, anything like that. So why not fake an orgasm?
That causes that type of stuff right there though goes back to the communication. You gotta be
Right,
you gotta be honest. If I could jump in for a second, you gotta be honest, man, up
right.
front. If it's short sticking is the issue, and then there's another side to it. Let me because let us defend some of us males for a second.
Right.
There's also size queens. Okay,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Because you know, 8 inches to one is not 8 inches to another person. You know what I mean? There's
Right.
some people that they like double digits and they like, King Kong pluses, and that's all they wanted. That's the only thing that's for them. Now, if that's
Right.
for you, you got to be honest with your partner. You got to say, hey, that's what I like. So if we got to bring toys in, if we got to bring whatever it is for me to catch up to the
Right.
extra inches that you need, extenders, whatever it is, we need to talk about it.
Right.
And then, men, you got to check your ego because now there's toys that you're bringing in, and now you got to understand that this is what I do if I want to fulfill this woman, so she's not with someone else, and so that we can have especially if you want to take it past just sex.
Right. So if you want to go back and listen to any of the previous episodes, I talk about sexting. I talk about all these things that you can get your partner riled up. So when it's time to do the do, I mean, it's like on and popping. So if you
One,
want to go back to one of those, you can listen. But all those things take effect: communication, flirting, sex text, and all those different kind of things that you can do to get your partner aroused, so you won't just be in the bedroom and you trying to figure out what's going on.
I think number three would be a lack of knowledge, and I think this is where we need to go into the type of orgasms that they are, especially for on the female side. Um,
Okay.
a lack of knowledge from both partners can severely hamper sex with each other, obviously. So you've got to know as a man, and again, check your ego at the door.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple orgasms that a woman can have.
Right.
So the most common one is the clitoral orgasm. Okay,
Okay.
in order to do that, you got to know where it's at. Okay,
Right.
so my first thing is every woman's body is different, but most things are in the general same area. If the woman knows where her spots are, if she knows where her different terms are, she can guide you to where they are, and you have to listen.
That,
It's
well,
it's
listen, now that's not always true, because like I stated, it's some women out there that don't even know where her own parts is.
true.
There's some women out there that have never had an orgasm before, that don't even know, and that goes back to communication. So there's a lot of women out there that don't even know or have never touched on themselves before. So it gets real deep. And then I spoke about the episode before about women don't even know how to please themselves. So I mean, if they don't know how to please themselves, how can they expect a man to please them?
And that goes back to society and how sex is for women versus how it is for men. Women
Right.
have been told to be undercover and don't let that out and keep that aside. And, I want you to present yourself as this way. Well, when I got into my relationship that I'm in now, I didn't want somebody, I'm older now, I didn't want anybody that didn't know what they were doing. I want somebody that was confident in themselves. I want somebody that knew exactly who they were. They knew how they wanted to be pleased, can show
Right.
me, and I know what I want, and I can show her. And
Right.
everything has been like a match made in heaven. Now, just saying that, okay, going back to the clitoral orgasm. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
first of all, you gotta find. Now,
Mm-hmm.
they suggest in the article that I have right up in front of me right now is from Women's Health. Okay. I try to provide some doctor stuff when I talk about
Right.
something or some facts
Some
that I
percentages.
just, you know what I mean? It ain't just me just spitting out some what's up, just what I found out at the hood.
Right.
So you got to test it yourself, or you got to go through the labia or the clitoral hood. It says that this doctor's name right here is Martin. Suggests rubbing it with your fingers rather than a sex toy at first, going in a spiral type of shape around your clitoris. Now, again, like you said, if you've never had an orgasm before, that's why they say you probably want to start with that one because that's the normal one that the majority of people can have access to and can find the quickest.
I mean, if a man know where the click is or whatever, it's pretty much no wrong you can do. If they know where the click is, you focus on the click, you just 100%. I mean, it's no wrong, but it's some men that don't know where it is. That's like the G spot. Some men don't know what the G spot is, or and then we're talking about types of orgasm, just rubbing on a woman nipple. You know what I'm saying? Or that sort of thing. People don't realize just rubbing on a female nipple, you can actually make them come.
Yep, that's
But
down there with the blended orgasm or
right,
just the nipple orgasm by themselves. There's a lot of stimulation.
right.
This hot off the presses. A lot of men, hot off the presses. A lot of men love nipple stimulation too.
And that's right.
Tell you
Now
some real shit. That's my
that's
shit.
100%. So if you're a woman and if you ain't rubbing on your man nipple or pinching your man nipple, something is wrong. And if you have a man that don't want you to do that, something is wrong.
Well,
Seriously.
I'm not going to say something is wrong because what's for one is not for another. Um, because there's some things that I don't like. Like I'm not really with I'm not, don't want anybody going up my asshole. That's not my thing. There's some men that are consider themselves straight men that like that, and let the girls stick the finger in their booty and stuff like that or whatnot. That's
Yeah, because that's another thing that I'm trying to say. Men say, they don't like women to, go up their ass, whatever. But why men want to go up a woman's ass?
I'm not into anal at all, by the way. I just want to put that out there. However, I do have friends that are big on anal because some say that it's tighter and some say that they like the angle better or whatever. Okay, cool. I'm not here to judge. No
Right.
judgment zone. That's just not for me. I don't do no ass. But I mean, okay, I would eat some booty.
But listen now.
I would eat some booty, but I don't. I ain't
Okay, so
with
you
the.
want to put your tongue in there, but you don't put your dick in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, no, no. Yeah, yeah. I'm not really big on that. It's not my thing. Like, oh my God, I just have to do it. You know,
I mean, I know it may not be people's thing, whatever, but have you ever tried it?
yes,
Or have you ever had a woman that asked you to try it?
yeah. I had but see, okay, my first experience with it was bad because I got defecated on. So
No, okay.
and so that kind of just was like, was getting ready to get out of what was it? Graduation practice, took her back to the crib, whatever, because I had my own crib at the time. Had just ate some Taco Bell. And yeah, we ain't gonna go no further. You know what I'm
So
saying?
yeah, that goes back to communication. You definitely have to be prepared. You
Shawty
have
should
to
have
be
just said,
prepared
oh.
for stuff like that. We don't want none of those things. So you definitely have to be prepared, for things like that.
So yeah, I do ass play, but I'm not. It's just not for me. It's not my 1, 2, 3, 4 go to. It's not in my toolbox to just let me whip that out day one. Eh,
Right.
I'm good.
I mean, it's kind of something, I know it's kind of something. Some people, I mean, I'm sure that everybody don't watch porn or, that sort of thing. A lot of people do anal, but I feel like anal is something, it's kind of like a special event.
Holidays, birthday.
It's kind of like maybe a birthday, maybe one day out the year, or something like that. I don't think it's like an everyday thing that people should do, even though I know people do it every
Yeah, I
day.
know niggas that's on that shit like, yo, that's the new that's the vibe right there. I'm like, hey, okay, my brother.
Right? Yeah, I know a few that like that every day. They'll choose that before they'll choose anything else, and to each his own. But like I said, it's kind of like a special event thing for me. But yeah, just like different types of orgasms that people just I feel like need to be educated on, and anal orgasm, breast or nipple orgasm, all those are main things that you want to at least have some form of education on.
So I've noticed with my lady, normally she has two. The first one when when we're doing cunnilingus, either pussy, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And that's the clitoral stimulation, you know what I'm saying? I hit that. She want me to hit it a little bit hard at first, then gently start, relax from it, then let it engorge. Once I see it's engorged, then she want me to hit it real hard with that tongue. Maybe she's sitting on my face and she's pushing my face into her more and being
Right,
able to control it, but that's the first one. And then the second one is more G spot stimulation because then that's when it's more of the hitting it from the back, stuff like that, when you're able to hit
right,
the G spot better. And everybody's just not exactly at the same place, obviously, different strokes for different folks, different sticks for different hits, whatever. But, it's in general, that's more of the one that you're hitting right there. Then you add a
right.
little nipple stimulation, like between those three, those are where she is. Me, I'm a what's the word I want to think for? I'm more of a it's not just sexual, it's like the mental part of it also. I
Hmm.
like the words and the play and the you
So
know,
you like to talk dirty,
yes, and dress up and you know what I'm saying? Like I like different things. Like we might
foreplay.
do foreplay, but we might it goes a little bit further than that, but yeah, but I we just keep it with foreplay. I mean, it might be Nurse Thomas, you know what I'm saying, one moment. Then it might be like I'm a Fortune CEO and it's like a
Okay, now how often do you guys foreplay?
I probably say a good at least once a week. A good
Okay.
for especially weekends. On the work days and stuff like that, those are normally quickie days. The energy, with that you have to expend and stuff. When you got these kids and you got all that stuff. But weekends, that's when you can turn it up. You got all the fresh energy in the world, no excuse. That's when you add the bells and whistles and we
Right.
go in. Maybe get a hotel room, have somebody watch the kids that night.
Definitely.
Go ham.
Definitely. So that's what I mean by foreplay. Like, fellas and ladies, if you're not doing foreplay with your partner, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know. And it's no excuse. It's no excuse if you have kids. It's no excuse if you work. It's no excuse or any of that. I mean, it may limit the time, so you may go from 3 or 4 nights of doing foreplay to just like EJ said, one night. But you're gonna make it a one good night. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go all in. I'm talking. You're gonna have your fruit. All the props, what you need. You're gonna get a hotel room if you have to. If you got kids. For me, sometimes I rent out a hotel room because you just want a change of scenery. You know what I'm saying? You all the time in your bedroom, and that sort of thing. But sometimes you want to change the scenery, and when you do that, you get a whole different outcome to that night.
And it's also about you can be different people.
Right.
So, you know, the wigs, like Halloween's coming up. We're doing this on what, 29th? Halloween is 2 days. Y'all
Right.
got all this mass stuff at the stuff, all these sexy outfits that you can go buy and nobody will look at you. If you one of those that's a little kind of prudish and you trying to get into it, now it's the perfect time to buy all that stuff and ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Right.
You can go
Right.
get you a witch outfit. You can go in there and get you a vampire. If you ain't with that, the nurse. All this different type of stuff that you can get for the low low. It's cheap out there, man. Go on get it.
It's
$15 for a little
definitely cheap
outfit.
out there. Yes, it's definitely cheap out there. And then you just gotta think about stuff like that. When I mean, you can go to a fast food restaurant and spend $20 at a fast food restaurant, or even more. When you can go, get something that could benefit the inside of your bedroom, or that sort of thing. So you just gotta have an open mind. And if you want to talk to anybody about it, or if you scared, if you don't have a family member to talk with, or if you scared, listen, my inbox is always open. I will pin it in my description bar. So if you need a question, you want a question asked, if you want to talk to somebody about something, you can inbox me anytime. Because definitely, I feel like a lot of people, hide away from things of that sort because they don't have anybody to talk with. They don't have anybody to talk to, or they feel like they can't talk to their partner, which again goes back into communication, because if you can't talk to your partner, then it's a problem. But they feel like they don't have anybody to talk to or anything like that, so you can always email me or inbox me and I'll be available.
Let them know.
But let's go back into another issue of why women fake orgasm. So I think a big issue um is because they're insecure. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women that are insecure, and it could be, their body. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women insecure about their body. A lot of women insecure about, I mean, or men, they could be insecure about theirs. You know what I'm saying? It just goes deep into, why women fake anything. Because if you're not coming in the bedroom with a 100% mind, both of you guys are not on the same page, then it's not going to work.
I agree, 100%. The insecurities that we just have as people in general can stop a lot of things, and sexual insecurities, man, when they hit hard, and
Right.
they can stop the whole movement, the whole sexual vibe can just be stopped right then. Little personal story. I had a female. She. It's funny because I met her around Halloween years ago, so it's kind of bringing it up into full circle. And she had four nipples. See you laughing, man. I'm just saying. But like, so the vibe was going like real good. We was kicking it. So by this time, it's like close to December. I took out on a couple of dates or whatnot. We finally get ready to, what I'm saying, do it, whatever. And like I noticed every time I kept trying to lift up a shirt, like she was fighting me. Um, I was like, what's going on? Like, what I'm saying, all right, I did my job. We over 6 weeks. I done played my cards right. I did everything. I took an hour, whatever. Well, we dating. All right, it's time. It was just like we get to it, and she hit me with the like, just everything just stopped. Like the whole vibe was just like, and I was like, okay, what's going on? And so she sat down and she started like crying and this, that, and the third. And I was like, oh girl, all you got is four nipples. I thought you about to tell me a dick or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. Like, I'm like, girl, take that shit off. I suck off for the motherfuckers at the same damn time. Let go. Shit.
Because I mean, like little stuff like that. I mean, you still need it, right?
Did I? Did I? Boy, I sucked her like a cow, boy. I hit every one of those others.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people need to stop. They need to be. I mean, they insecure about their body. They insecure because they got a pudge. Like, listen, if a man turns you down for stuff like that, then it ain't you. It
They
ain't
must
you.
forgot what FUPA really stand for.
Right.
Love me some FUPA. Give me a little cushion, you know what I'm saying? I got a little cushion too. It's all good. We can work through. I move mine to the side. Let go.
I'm telling you, I mean, as long as y'all hit that outcome, I mean, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Really and truly. Now, another reason why I feel like a lot of women fake orgasm because they're tired. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say, because a lot of like children working and that sort of thing. And that all goes back to communication as well. Because if you have help, you know what I'm saying? If you like you and your partner, if y'all splitting, things down the line or what needs to be done or that sort of thing, it should not have an issue with you being tired when it's time to hit the bedroom. That sort of thing. If you're tired when it's time to hit the bedroom, then obviously it's an issue because obviously if you're tired, then you can't give your partner what they need, and obviously you're not getting what you need. So it all boils down to a bigger issue. So
On
have you ever had a woman tell you that they tired?
Oh yeah, see, this is a frequent one, like that you deal with in a relationship, especially when you've been with somebody for a while.
Right.
Life happens, man. Things happen. Um, you know, I'm lucky. I'm retired, so I was able to retire at an early age. Got an injury in the military, so I don't have to work. Whenever I do go to work, that's just I want to go on an extra little trip or something. Take the kids to Disneyland. You feel me? That's when
Right.
I go substitute somewhere. But so I can pick up more and do more than the average guy that has a 40, 50-hour week job. But you got to understand that times is different now.
Mm-hmm.
And one, it takes two incomes most of the time. And two, the division of chores is different now. It's not,
Right.
again, like I said, I check your ego. And this is something for me that I've had to learn. Like, sometimes you got to cook some.
Right.
Sometimes
You
you
gotta
got
get in
to
there and wash those
get in there and
dishes.
wash some dishes. Now I got my kids doing the majority of the cleaning, so I get to get away with that. But
Right.
I gotta cook. A lot of times I have to do laundry. I've got to along with making sure cars are clean, stuff like that. All that stuff. So, but the point I'm trying to make is you get tired sometimes. There's still stuff that you have to do. Like if I'm
Right.
at PTA with my kids, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. She got a cheerleading game, but the other one got chess, and this one got band, and I'm running all the way across town 3 different ways till 9 o'clock. Cool, I get it. However, that sex is very important for men and for women.
Mm-hmm.
You out here hollering about I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. Okay, that only goes so far because you know what I'm saying. Sometimes,
I mean, you may skip a day. Okay, you say you tired today. Okay, we'll go on sleep today.
yeah.
But when it comes to tomorrow, you still saying you tired, and it's a problem.
Or what about some morning nookie before you go to work? You know what I'm saying? Or what
And
about
some
some,
mornings now, I ain't really, I'm a hard sleeper. I'm a hard. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a hard sleeper. So, but when I roll over and if we finna get it in, it gonna give me a minute or two. But I'm gonna get it in. Ain't no faking gonna be going on. But you know what I'm saying? If, like I said, if it's the time, if the morning time is the only time y'all can get it in throughout the day, you need to do that.
I need to put something out here that I don't think that sometimes people don't understand. Um, Men fake orgasms also.
So why would they? I mean, what's the reason?
The same reasons that we have laid out are
So they
all the same
tired.
reasons for men. Tired right there is one that is right there. Because see, it's not fair, but this is a fact. Now, how do I put this without this is one of the few things I'm gonna try to be a little bit politically correct on. Okay. A woman vagina, I can't tell you about your stuff, but you can have sex to a certain degree when not turned on. Can you agree with that?
Right.
Okay. So if a man is not turned on, that thing ain't getting hard.
Uh-uh.
So you want to fuck with a gummy worm, you know what I'm saying? That's your business. You know what I'm saying? Now you doing all that struggling and all that, you know.
Well, that's kind of different from a woman because, like you said, if a for instance, if a man is turned on, and like for instance, if a woman, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I get wet. So if a woman still getting
Oh, so you
wet,
say you got that wop. Okay, I
I
get you.
mean,
I hear
I
you.
ain't,
I hear you.
yeah, but
I,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
it's some women I don't talk to that's dry. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. Some women have issue of being dry. But if you're wet and your guy is turned on and the woman is faking, it's no way for you to know.
I don't really think. What I would say is this: normal people that you haven't had sex with a whole lot, whatever. First of all, there's almost no way to tell. Now there's a rhythmic kind of contraction of the muscles that happens and things
Right.
like that, but those can be fake. You can kegel the shit.
I mean, yeah, anybody can, fake a muscle tightening.
Yeah.
Anybody can squeeze that thing, and then sooner they do, y'all go shoot for stars. You know what I'm
Oh, I did my job. How to get it? Oh,
saying?
what you talking
But
about,
it's
man?
over with. It's over with, and all the while she haven't even had an orgasm.
I with you, man. So that's what I be trying to tell dudes. Like another quick story. I was in the military. This chick, she used to hit like all the dudes on the base. You know what I'm saying? It's just her and like a group of like females. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I'm cool with her. I had no issues with her. I'm not talking about it bad. I'm
Right.
glad she did what she did. She relieved a lot of cats. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, her dude got back, and her dude was like hollering about all this. Yeah, man, I can tell if my
Right.
blood done been with anybody, and we just sitting.
No, you
Shut
definitely
up,
that's
bro.
a myth
Like,
in its own. When a guy sit there and say, "Okay, I know this person not doing anything, that person not saying," you would never tell.
but that thing, like literally, okay, the dude is talking around three dudes who done all been with his woman in the last like 2 months. He just came back from the plug, and we like, cause we all know her from the girl that with a lime green thong a lot. You know what I'm saying? She got this little. That's why she was memorable. She with a white dress, a clear little dress, whatever, come up, and she have a lime
Oh
green thong
my.
on in the club all the time, and, or some type of like highlighter type thongs. She had an orange one, whatever. So she would have the highlighter thongs. So and he talked all that mess when he got back, bro. And we just be sitting in there like, bro, just oh my god, bro. Like I learned then. I was like 19 then. Like I learned then. Like that's when all them preconceived notions that
Right.
my dad taught me, and you, this, that, and the third,
Yeah, you
they
not
they
gonna
went
never
out the way.
tell. Like I wish people just stop saying that. I know this and I know. No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, I mean, it's no way. Like I said, if she still get wet, if that thing still get tight, like it's no way you can tell if she. I mean, she probably had sex with two more people before she came back to you, and you still couldn't tell.
Keep it clean. I mean, there's some obvious tales, but when you're not handling your business. But we're assuming that a person is not
Right,
trying to get caught, and is what I'm saying. They're keeping themselves
right.
clean. They're wearing condoms. They da da da,
Right. And
all
then
that type
I
of
ain't
stuff.
just getting too much into my next episode. We're talking about poly. But I mean, a lot of these people, have different sex partners anyway. So it's no way for you to tell. A lot of them have more than one sex partner anyway. Whether they marry or not, you have swingers, you have this sort of thing, that sort of thing. So it's no way for you to tell if somebody, had sex with somebody else.
Yeah, man, that life was really, really popular West Coast back in the day. It's everywhere, but I'm just, yeah. They actually used to have this broom where the ladies who husbands was off out to sea and they was willing to do stuff or go and do all that swinger type stuff. They would take their broom, turn it upside down, and put it up by their mailbox, and that's how you could approach her and
Wow.
say what's up. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff,
Listen,
man.
so
That's out
stay
here,
tuned
man. But
now. We got some, episodes to talk about because it gets deeper than taking the orgasm. You know what I mean? It gets crazy. So I mean, just a lot of different things, ladies. I mean, for me, if you got to fake an orgasm, then you need to talk to your partner. If you a lady on lady, lesbian, it goes same way. If you feel like you uncomfortable with something or you insecure about something, just talk to your partner about it, and I'm sure y'all can figure it out. If you can't, then something else needs to happen, or you need to go talk to somebody.
yep, like I said, guys, kick that pride out the window, man. Got to be honest with yourself, know who you are. There's another thing too for males. Like a lot of us, we get older, we put
Hmm.
on weight. Weight can cause issues, diabetes, erectile dysfunction, just not being able to have the stamina that you normally had. So some of us are used to fucking a certain type of way, but can't do the
Right.
things that you used to do. Now I got lucky, and I'm when I say this, I found someone that didn't want the whole
Right.
run a marathon. You know what I'm saying? And what she wanted was what I was still able to
Okay.
perform at. So I got lucky. But there's people out there
Yeah,
that
it's
they
some
want
people
to
out there
perform. It's
that
like
don't care about that. They want to get in. They want to want to do this, and it's the same for women.
they want a power hour at least, and you be like,
Right. Yeah, and it's the
oh.
same thing for women. Just like you said, weight is a big issue. So when a woman gain weight or something like that, I mean, they don't want to have their legs up in the air, that long, or that sort of thing.
Oh, ask them to bend them knees. Ask them to sit on it while
Right.
still
That's
on
what
them
I'm saying.
feet.
You
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 can't
want
get
me to,
that no more.
stand on my feet on the bed and ride, or that sort of thing. When you got some weight on you, you can't do all those different things. Now, when you lose weight, for instance, like me, when you start losing weight and stuff like that, all that stuff go out the window. You can do it with a headstand, different stuff like that. You can do more things, but like you said, if you do have weight on you or that it does, cause a fat or have people insecure in the bedroom. So like I said, that's all goes form to communication. If you can't talk to, the person you with, then you don't need to be with them. That's what that boils down to.
Point blank and simple. What's that word y'all say in all them
What?
songs now?
Period.
Period.
I mean, that's just all to it. If you ain't comfortable, if you insecure, and this person that you've been with for years or that sort of thing, I mean, it could be somebody you just messing around with, because obviously, if you're messing around with them, it's something about them that you like. You know what I'm saying? So if you're just messing around with somebody, it's still something that you can talk to them about. If you can't, then obviously you don't need to be messing around with them. So it just goes both ways. So I don't care if it's guy on guy, girl on girl, girl on guy. I mean, all of it is the same. So yeah, we definitely have to be educated on that sort of thing. But that's about it, you guys. EJ, you have something you want to add?
Nah, man, I just want to say thank you for bringing me on today. Again, you guys, you can find me all the same places pretty much that you find this podcast on. And we're called The Flip Side is TheFlippSide. And look us up, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Google Play, everything, man. We're
All
there.
righty. But thank you guys for listening to Set Talk at 1 a.m. You can also find me on every platform, Apple, um, Stitcher, Anchor, any platform you can find me on. Also, go subscribe to Set Talk at 1 a.m. YouTube channel. I do have the first 5 episodes uploaded already, so go subscribe to there. In the future, we are going to start doing visual audio, so make sure you go subscribe, go subscribe, go subscribe. Also, I'm on Facebook. Go to Set Talk at 1 a.m. on Facebook as well as Instagram. Go follow me, follow me, follow me. And I appreciate you guys listening tonight. And we'll see you next week. Bye.